I can't climb that, can I? I can't jump that. Hey. Okay. 50 cold slag. La 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 la. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Dooba dooba doo. At least this bug will be fixed soon. We can grab the items from here.
Hey, Bitz.
What's up, little bits? Hello. Hey, Desert. Hello. Semi lurking again, back on the Skull and Bones grind, dude. You must be enjoying it. You know. Must be enjoying it. Let's get rid of this carbon out of here as fast as possible, to be honest. Let's just... Oh, I don't have the belts things. While that's doing that, let me make you... I need to make conveyor belts. These are a pain in the ass. I would like to get these automated. I'm gonna have to make like a belt mini factory or something. Oh, for fuck's sake. You made me look around then to see if actually anything got disconnected. You know. Guys, you don't need to tell me where it's made. I've got to figure it out. You should know this by now. Where do you think I'm going? I'm going in the sulfur node. Do you think? Where do you think I'm going? What do you think I'm doing? Just putting sulfur into storage? Here it comes. Here it comes. I suppose with this little thing here, right? Wait, actually. You are consuming 75 per minute. Oh. Yeah, we only needed one. Because this section is doing 30, this section is doing 30. They're both being merged together. Bada bing, bada boom. We are doing it. We are doing it. It's not clean, but maybe I should organize this and maybe remove these. And then put it down here, get a little cleaner setup. And then we should be fine with this. Get this cold slag stored like I've got it in here. CO2 chimney, which we just put down. 2 storage sinks, 1 for cold slag, 1 for sulfur, just so I can back up myself. And then to automate, maybe we use cold slag and sulfur to make carbon. Maybe. Oh, I need iron wire. I need iron wire. Time to run. Shudder's good. Shudder's fine. Back to normal. Da-da-da-da-da. Question, why not close the ingots tab and every other basic you have automated from the crafting menu? I don't know, just leave it open. Is there not a sulfur node on one of those rock pillars? There's sulfur down on the coast down there. There's sulfur. There's a few little bits of sulfur around here. But I might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? By setting that little setup there. That also alleviates the storage from being full of the slag, which will eventually stop the perp thingy there, right? Otherwise, I would kind of put like a little miner down on a sulfur node. To be honest, I've not even seen a sulfur node since this playthrough, so I don't even know if sulfur nodes are a thing in this one. Sulfur could come from just byproducts, very similar to limestone. How you doing, Snoo? Have we seen a lime? Have we seen a sulfur node? I don't think I have. I don't think I have. I can't recall. In the crafting men, easier. But if it works for you, yeah. Yep. Yep. Spicy burrito if I eat some. That'd be funny. Have a spicy burrito and I get some sulfur. Oh, hold on a minute. I've just missed a goal. Hungary's just scored. 2-1 to 2-1 to Switzerland right now. Bam. Oh, easy. Good run. Good bloody run, son. Iron wire. Iron wire. Iron wire. Ma'am. I don't think it was only 50 sulfur for the first one, right? Oh, it's 100? Wait a minute. I now have hover pack. But we're still slower than what I would be. Meow. Meow. Been coming, yeah. Yeah. So I just heard the commentator say that as well. I've kind of missed the last 5 minutes, so I don't know how Hungary's pressure's been. But I'm guessing it must have been good if it's been coming. It's only 67 minutes as well. Yeah. Just wondering about copper. Because I know there's not enough copper iron to match the copper... sorry, to match the iron nodes up here. That's going to be a whole nother tarantula. Top floor. Oh, it wasn't. It was this floor. Got a personal elevator now, at least. 159. Nice. Ma'am. Sulfur. Get that unlocked. Boom. Sulfur extraction. Ah. Ah. Ah-ha-ha. Okay. We have it. Carbon dust, sulfur powder, and black powder. But we need a sulfur extraction, which will go into a miner, I guess. Yep, fluid and gas module. But for that, we need heavy modular frames. So we can't really do anything with carbon mesh right now because we need heavy modular frames. And heavy modular frames need stators. And stators are required with steel pipes and copper wire. So, we needs that. One option. Well, there's two options, really. We could either get two storages, throw some wire into one, and throw some pipes into another, and quickly get some stators that way. Or I need to add a copper wire line to this setup, which requires crushers. Blah de blah de blah. We do have copper nearby. Hey, Jockey, hello. Thanks for the alpha hogs, so quite rare, but super rare. Well, the funny thing is, I've already found him twice. I've never found him. Never found the, never found Johnny. Never found him. I read an article this morning about apparently 53% of Sea of Thieves players have already stopped playing on PlayStation after a month. Hi, do you know when they might add lights to this game? They're already in, lurking. So you can make a closed building production? Yeah, they're already in, dude. Have you... I don't think you've not unlocked the Awesome Shop, right? You need to go into the Awesome Shop, dude. Into the Awesome Shop. And then in here, under Organization. Street lights, indoor lighting, floodlights. Light control panel. They're in here, man. You need to spend coupons. So use your resource sinks, you know. I'm guessing you're not unlocked that yet, potentially. Ooh! If that would have crept through, that could have been 2-2. It could have been 2-2. Good hands, yeah. I don't know. I have just 50 hours in the game. 30 hours? Yeah, man. Enjoy the... Just remember, what you're seeing right now is I am playing the normal Satisfactory, but I'm using the Satisfactory... I'm not... Technically, it doesn't make sense, does it? I'm playing with the Satisfactory Plus mod. So some machines that you'll see here aren't in the vanilla base game. So just kind of keep that in mind, dude, you know? Taylus, hello. How are you doing? Okay, so we need to go down the starter route then. So episode 10. So I want to aim for episode 8 for... Rename that. I want that to come out on... the 20th. 20th of June. What did I just put there? Episode 9, I would like to come out on... the 25th? 25th? 25th of June? And I want to aim for this one. To be Sunday the 30th. They need to add some structural physics. These platforms look awful without some support underneath. Oh, imagine that. Oh. Imagine that. Right, status then. So for status, straight assembler, wire and steel. I'm thinking I just add... We are making a sugar ton of wire. So I'm going to put it upstairs. Do you know something? After yesterday's announcement of the world changes, honestly, if anybody does decide to continue their save, it's going to be a big job for them to fix it. That's not video yesterday I missed? Yeah, Christinator, yeah. I reacted to it on stream. It's big. For those people who want to continue their saving to 1.0. So Chindalin, yesterday, Snut announced recipe changes and changes to the nodes. So if I pull it up here, nope, that's the wrong one. Why is this so far zoomed in? 1.0 node changes. So these are the nodes that have been removed from Satisfactory 1.0. All of these nodes have been removed from 1.0. So the biggest change is obviously over here. The Titan Forest is no longer going to be known as the Quartz Forest, basically. These are all the nodes that have changed. In the Northern Forest, we can see the 2 pure quartz nodes have been removed from there. We already knew that cold ore was being removed. The pure sulfur that is down here has been removed. The pure quartz has been removed. And the other quartz has been removed. And then all of these have been removed over here. And then these nodes here have increased in purity. So this quartz node And this Caterium node has increased in purity. Caterium, not quartz. Wait, I said quartz, right? Is quartz up here? This Caterium and this Caterium's been removed. These quartz have been removed. So that's it, right? All right, yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, Caterium. The thing is up there. Okay. These nodes have decreased in purity. So if it's a double arrow down, it means they've gone from a pure to an impure. And if it's a one arrow down, it's either gone from a pure to a normal or a normal to an impure. We can't really tell from the image. And then here's all the nodes that have been added to the game. So all of these nodes have been added to 1.0.
Hostile force detected.
Panther! Panther. Here's your man. But yeah, these are all the nodes that have been added to the game. So there's quite a substantial amount that has been added to the game for 1.0. We don't know anything regarding SAM nodes yet or anything like this. All we know is that coal is substantial down here. You can pull out 4 belts from here. So there's 2 pure coal down here now. There's 2 normal node. And 6 impures down here. Most of the quartz have been added to the south side now, near the Blue Crater Lake. And then some coal nodes have been added up here to give you a better start, I guess, for Rocky Desert. Even though the craters here have 3 pure coal nodes. And then we can see all the new nodes that have been added technically around the Spire Coast, including a uranium node, which has been added here. And the uranium node that is in the swamp area has reduced. Been removed? No. Been reduced. Right? Bringing my Lurgers, I was doing a Cozy Satisfactory Plus stream, making a large factory to make ingots and all the metals I have so far. Hell yeah. Yeah, so they've done that. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe this quartz here has been added to potentially the cave with the other quartz. I could be wrong. We can't really tell from this image, but it could be either be above or it could be in the cave with the other quartz that's in there, which is the entrance is right here, right? Phase 4. This is what I'm saying is this. I wasn't expecting this many changes to the nodes. Like, I'm okay because I'm going to start again. But for anyone that is going to be possibly continuing, especially anyone that starts in the Northern Forest, is kind of screwed. They'll have quite a few hours work ahead of them to fix this and to potentially fix whatever they built over there. Because most people use these quartz over here as well if they're starting in the Northern Forest into a factory here with the coal and all that kind of stuff. And then most people usually bring all these quartz either into the desert or into the swamp to do what they need to. Bottom right will be a massive for a huge steel factory. Honestly, I said this yesterday. I believe bottom right is going to be used for endgame factories. Because we've got all of these nodes here. And just think about all the nodes that's around there as well. In regards to, you got bauxite just here. Right? So you can pull the bauxite over here. You've got all of this here. All of this. Plus the nodes that are already there. You know? Depends on how many. Don't forget the 8 impure. You got to remember though, right? Is what I'm curious about is if you notice with any other updates, whenever a node is missing, the information was still technically there. So I'm just wondering if, like, if you do start with one... Actually, no, they'll break. No, they'll stop working. I'm thinking of... But if the data's still there, but that'll get removed, won't it? Come on, I want this. Ooh. It's not been a bad game, this, you know, for Switzerland and Holland. Hungary. But yeah, that is that. Northern Forest was so easy to bootstrap. Yeah, 100%. Like, the game is making you... One thing I do want to quickly check, because I watched it again off stream, and I want to make sure it's right. I think I read this wrong about trains. I don't think... He mentioned about you can unlock trains without heavy modular frames and computers, but I still think we need them to make it.
Be more accustomed with them before the very end. One example of this is the gas mask, which is now unlocked in the Celia. No longer require computers or heavy. The biggest changes is that trains and fuel generators no longer require computers or heavy modular frames to be unlocked, making them
Okay, it says unlocked. It doesn't say about building them.
both accessible even before you build your first manufacturer. So this means that indeed now you can use trains to aid in the automation of computers.
So it'll be faster to get them unlocked, but as he states here, it just says unlocked, not to build. If you would have said unlocked and build them, like, yeah, you can find computers and heavy modular frames because you mainly need them for the stations, right? You really need it from the stations. That's it. The lines require encased industrial beams, which have now been changed. They now need concrete. Well, no concrete. They need more concrete.
Making them both accessible.
Oh, by the way, have you seen my new YouTube thing? This is my new YouTube watch page now, by the way. I don't know if you realized it. This is my new YouTube watch page that I got thrown on me on yesterday. It's a little bit different, isn't it? Apparently, this is because I have YouTube experimental build kind of thing, and they kind of threw this on me yesterday, and I was like, whoa. It's like the kind of experiment with stuff. The only thing they've not given me is the AMD thumbnail testing yet. Yeah, you can opt out to it, yeah. But one thing I did notice, it's exactly the same as the tablet. So because I went to my tablet yesterday, and I was like, this looks familiar, and I already had this on my tablet. So the comments are here on the side. I kind of like this with the comments on the side. It's a lot more easier because I can just go over here and type whilst I'm still watching the video, instead of going down here to not see the video to then see it. You know, the only problem is, you know, you need to come down here to see your recommended and stuff. So yeah, this is the comments now. Comment section here now. So everything to interact with the video is now on the right hand side, whereas discoverability, you now have to scroll down instead of the comment section. You know? Not used in buildings later in the video. He says it later in the video. Give me a minute.
even before you build your first manufacturer. So this means that indeed now you can use trains to aid in the automation of computers and heavy modular frames. On top of all that, heavy modular frames are no longer used for any buildings in tiers 5 and early 6, while computers are not used for early tier 6 and should instead be focused on for unlocking stuff in tier 7. Also, circuit boards and electromagnetic control rods are no longer used when constructing buildings or unlock costs at all, actually. So let's talk about computers and heavy modular frames themselves, okay? So I come bringing sad news, unfortunately, everyone, okay? So very sorry to say this, but in 1.0, computers will no longer require screws to be built. Oh, sad times. This falls in line with making the manufacturer a less daunting building when you start using it, as computers will now only require 3 parts to automate instead of 4. However, we did double the usage of computers that are already used as an active ingredient in other recipes to sort of balance the relaxation of this recipe. For heavy modular frames, the biggest change is probably a rework to make them require nice, even numbers. So this has been done by increasing the amount of steel pipe.
Okay. Okay. What did I miss? What did I miss?
Sad.
2 per minute. Did I miss the bit where he mentioned about the building stuff?
Hey, Bitz.
It's just confused me. He says you can unlock them earlier, but he doesn't specifically say. He says, yeah, you can. He talks about the buildings won't require them, but when he's talking about the manufacturer stuff, right? Oh, okay. Hello, game frozen. Because normally the items would build the same used to unlock. No. The one thing I just want them to change is I want, like, the assembler. The assembler requires rotors to unlock. But you have to handcraft rotors to place the first one down. I don't understand that method. When buildings require the items that are automated within the buildings you're trying to build. I don't understand that method. Meow, 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 meow. Heavy modular frames not used. He said in some buildings. He said it's more than likely going to be in tier. It's more common in tier 7 and 8.
Hey, Bitz.
Hey, Dynamo. Right. Oh, I need the pipes, don't I? I need the pipes. The pipes. Where's my copper set lines? Copper lines. Do I want to bring a copper line in, or do I just want to make a full container of stators? Stators are going to use for electrical stuff. Which are going to be something we're going to need. Stators are going to be used in the assembler. Stators, steel pipes, and 30 wire. Do I bring my steel production over to this building? Hey, that makes no sense. It makes no sense for me to do that. Where do I wanna do you? 10 per minute. Status are going to be used for motors. How many things do I need status for to unlock milestones? Let's have a look. That's it. Oh, damn. They've just scored. Yeah, 3-1. Last minute. I had the volume down because I heard knocking at the door. I just had a delivery. (3-1) to Switzerland. Da, 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 da. I'm just wondering if to look into getting the slugs up and running. We can't overclock these miners, can we? No. I think this is where we're going to need the shards they was talking about. The power crystals. I feel like that's what we're going to need. Power crystals. Doop-a-doop-boop. Okay, so if I get them down, we're going to do coal heaters, but are coal heaters going to need status to actually make them? The advanced parts are going to look heavy modular frames, motors, and encased industrial beams. I would like to see what these potentially could do. Okay. All right, let's go to my little science lab. Do do do. Ba do do. Is it gonna be 4? Oh, I thought it was about to be 4. Hey, never know. Hey, man. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Do 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 do. Happy Saturday. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, why? Yo. Hey, Geeky Gamer. How you doing, man? Bam, 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 bam. How are you enjoying the Satisfactory Blood so far? Dude, I'm addicted to it. Addicted. It is rattling my brain for sure. The only thing I'm bringing to this mod is just general knowledge of many hours I've played over Satisfactory. So, yeah. I've already noticed a few things which Crysium, the mod maker, has jotted down to fix. Whoop. Bam, 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 bam. I took a spin with it before Update 8 released, and it's definitely addicting. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Okay, that's that match over with. Dragon, is the next match on BBC or ITV? Do you know? Oh, it's going to be BBC because I'm just seeing... Oh, no. That's next fixtures. Next game's not like for another hour. Spin match. Oh, it's on ITV as well. Okay, I can leave it on this channel then. Bam, bam, bam. Boop. Boop, boop. At least I've got safe landing now. Especially if I jump to the brass factory or anything below that. But now that we've got this, I definitely want to increase the production at that plant. We also need to look into potentially getting ready for the coal upgrade in our power plant as well. So switching from the solid biofuel to go towards coal and see how that's going to change things. And then we can use that biofuel for some other stuff, which may be the biowater, sorry, the farming or something. I don't know. We will see. We will see, we will see. It's a lot of running backward and forward right now. I need to get them hypertubes unlocked, but I need encased industrial beams. Because I can put hyper cannons down, take me from there to there, at least, minimum. And I'll be able to land safely now. I've got the hover packers also. Just use the electricity grid to land, unless I go over. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Boop. Okay, there you go. You're now supplied with things you might need. Nice. And we have status. Alternate power unlocked. Stators. Oh no. Oh yeah. Stators now in little science lab. We call it the science lab because it is being manually filled. 010 002. Nice. We save. 0, 1 or 0, 0, 2. When 1.0 drops, are you still going to use the big inventory? No, I'll be using 0 mods. Actually, I'll be using 1 mod, which will be the pack utility mod. That will be it. And Sky UI mod. So technically 2. But the Sky UI mod will only be used for the YouTube videos. Just so I can keep constant daylight. Because I hate it as a person or as a viewer myself. If I'm watching a Satisfactory video and, like, for example, I go over here and go, okay, I've just built these, blah, 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 blah. Then the creator then goes to another scene, and next thing you know, it's like this. And it's now nighttime. And then they do another cut in here, and then it's daytime. Like, the inconsistent lighting on YouTube videos for me within Satisfactory does my head in. You know? So having constant daylight at basically the same time just keeps nice fluidity going out throughout the video. And pack utility is just so I can then go into here and we can do top-down views of stuff. As you know, within the video, I do this kind of stuff, right? In the YouTube stuff. So that's the only reason I need pack utility, is to do this stuff. And then for the live streams, go into creative mode to quickly tell people or show people how to build something when they ask. And then also be able to just look down on projects we're looking at from different angles to see if everything looks all right. Basically it. They're the 2 mods I'll be having for 1.0. But that's only when the mod loader gets updated. The reason I use pack utility over the in-game flying is very inconsistent and I don't like the speed of it. It would be nice if there was a different fly speeds rather than pressing shift to go a little bit faster. But I understand why they don't want to increase the speed, because they don't want this kind of thing being in game, where if I go to fly fast, for example. Hello? Why is that up constantly opening? Hello? Okay, there we go. They don't want this to happen, right? Which is possible stutters when you're flying throughout the world and seeing all this LOD stuff. I get that, right? But when the worlds get bigger, it starts stuttering and possible game crashes. You know? If I go to fly insane, you see that random stutter there? That's because of the flying. And again. And again. And again. And again. So I can understand why they don't want to do that. That's the only reason I don't use the flying in game. In the advanced game settings. But yeah, there'll be no inventory mod. There'll be no... That's it. That's the only game-changing mod I really change. That is it. Right. So we now got status being made. So let's grab them. And the first thing we want to unlock, which I don't think we can because we need 200 minimum, is we want to look at potentially the advanced boards. Yeah, we need 200. I also need more frames and more tin wire. Remember, tin wire we have in here. And the other stuff we have over in the bronze building. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, the wind turbine, we left it running and I forgot about it. Forgot about it. Oh, that even didn't even provide me power. It just connected me. Oh my god. One wind turbine can't power my hover pack. It broke the fuse. Killed me near enough. Did you start quantum RAM research? Not touched any of that yet. No. Yeah, so this is the bizarre thing for me with this mod, and maybe it needs to be clarified more. Because in the power, it says here, right? The power generation ranges between 30 megawatts and 100. The indication of 30 megawatts here is at its lowest point and its most unoptimized state, right? So this showing on here that it is 19 megawatts makes no sense to me. So why in here does it not state it could go from 0 to 100 and not 30 to 100? You know what I mean? Because 30 right there, it's showing that that is the lowest it can possibly potentially go, with 100 being the maximum, right? I understand height variance and all this kind of stuff, but... Oh, God, I need to... Why are you not... Is it because I've got you on? Well, let me take it off. It's because I've got the jetpack on. The hover pack. And it's in curve instead of a sharp movement. Is it a setting? No, this is a wind turbine. Wind turbine is a steady... It goes up and down with wind. Which is bizarre for me. You know, isn't there a scaling of the efficiency of the windmill too, depending on the location, and running at 100% varies? Yeah, but then it still should not say inside the building 30 megawatts and 100 megawatts. It shouldn't state that, right? Right. The 30 to 150 is the default refined power, and on 0 to 1 of these plus changes. They didn't update the text when it, yeah. So. Right there, it should state from 0 to 100, right? I understand this, yeah, 30% wind speed. And that should be, from what I'm reading from here, is 37% of power on top of 30 megawatts is what I should be making. No, sorry, the efficiency. The 59% on top of the 30 is what I should really be making. So around, what, 72 megawatts, 70-ish megawatts, right? That's what I should be making. Yeah, the wind speed here stays at 37. It doesn't fluctuate. So why does this fluctuate? This wind speed should reflect this change here. That makes sense, right? Because this is just saying at 37%. How do I know what this is? The peak it's going at is 40 megawatts. But then down here, because the wind changes every time. So right now, this is going to a minimum of 19. Was it? 19, 18, 18.8. It's going to start picking back up here in a minute. Yeah, there we go. So there's the lowest. 18.7. And it starts going up. And then if I'm not mistaken, you can only place 25 of these down, right? You know? So this UI is obviously incorrect. And then inside here is incorrect as well. I know it's not finished. I know all that stuff, but... hence the reason we don't really need them right now. Okay, let's remove this. The only way you can really fix that static line is combining it with a battery field, a battery plant, right? Make a battery plant, get all the wind turbines to power them battery plants. That battery plant then will give you a static line in your power grid, right? That's the only way you really want to look at it. Seems they use the curve from yeah, actually that's a good point. Is correct with 30 to 100. If you place them at 100% efficiency, then you can multiply with your efficiency. If you go to like 59%, like it's just weird how it should show you from, it can fluctuate from 0 to 100, not 30. So the tooltip is just a little bit incorrect for me. Because if I'm thinking that, as a Satisfactory player that's played for a long time, new players are going to think of that. You know what I mean? So it's like... And it won't be just me thinking about it as well. When they see it. Boop. No, I need more stators, don't I? I need to go get some more stators. More stators. We get the stators and unlock frames and stuff. Then we need to look at what the frames are going to need. And see if the frames are going to require just iron, which I doubt it. Steel beams, potentially with concrete or maybe stone. Or maybe sand? We don't know where it's going to take us. Why the old man accent? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? How many of my stators have I got on me right now? I need 40 more. Give me you. And then give me... No. Give me 2 stacks of you. And then give me 3 stacks of you. Doot, 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 doot. And then give me... bench. We get the bench. We get the bench. And we make the stators. Where am I going? There you go. Let me just handcraft some stators. This will be easier than just waiting for that to be done. So I might as well just get 400. Get 400. That's 2 milestones. Croatia and Spain is next. You unlocked overclocking yet? Yes, I've unlocked overclocking, but I've not set up a way of making slugs yet. I've got the underclocking set, so we can underclock, but we can't overclock yet. I know how to do slugs. We've just not done slugs yet. Because I've already been sciencing it over the last couple of live streams on how to, like, the whole farming side of things, to then incubators, to then habitats, and yeah, it's a whole nother level that requires a whole new factory to be built elsewhere, basically. It needs its own little jungle biome we need to do for that farming stuff. A little slug place. Where am I going? The man. To the hub. Advanced parts. Oh, I needed you, didn't I? Oop. They split them? What do you mean they split them? I feel like now that we've got steel up, I should really look into overclocking. But then you can't overclock miners. Well, you can, I think. We just need something called power crystals. Or something like that. What were they called? Was I looking at carbon? And I saw it. Crystal? Yeah, here we go. Power shard crystal. An energetic crystal that can certainly be used to enhance machines. Low energized slug slime and quartz crystals in the fluid conditioner makes power shard crystals. So I'm guessing this is what we potentially use to overclock the miners, because the miners don't have a overclock charge thing.
Hey, Bitz.
Yo, Sandish. Wildmar as well. Thank you so much. Hello. How you doing? Overclocking and unlocking as it's each its own thing. No, so no, it's overclock. I've unlocked overclocking, which gives you underclocking, right? That's what I mean. The overclocking technology in the MAM gives you the underclocking stuff. Beep.